You just
So
like
I went out last night and like I saw some cop cars driving really fast with the sirens weren't on, so I was like, I got nothing to do and I'm kind of drunk. I'm gonna follow them around. So I started following them around. Then I ran into some deer and they kind of made sounds at me and ran off. And then I went home. That was my night.
see the thing is those deer weren't actually even there.
Wait, you had the lack of common sense required to say, "Wow, those cops seem to be going rather fast. I'm going to follow them, even though I'm quite drunk."
I was, yeah, pretty much.
Imagine
It
if
was
they
at the-
just
it was at that
arrested him
level,
for
so-
public drunkenness, though.
Yeah, I wasn't that drunk, so it was like, yeah, I'm just gonna follow them around.
You never know when you're.
Plus, I
that
still
drunk.
had like a good bit of my podcast also listening to left, so it's like I had to walk around a bit more.
Oh wait, you weren't in your car? Okay,
No, I
never
was just
mind.
walking around. Oh no,
You're
I'm not
in my
driving.
car.
Geesh.
I was
I
going
am
to
drunk
say
in my
because you didn't make the.
Yeah, definitely wasn't driving.
Okay, I was gonna say that changes everything then.
I crash into a post. I'm dead. Oh, this guy's just speeding ahead.
Looks like the art was good. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I always want to check it out.
Oh, loading,
Here in my
loading.
car,
That was a really
I'm
weird
floating
loading
through
screen.
space. Joseph, Joestar, punch me in the face.
So like,
It's cars.
so like, just out of random JoJo curiosity, right?
The
Any
best kind of
any
curiosity.
JoJo punches you in the face, you're just dead, right? But, like,
Depends.
Every
Like, we're
everybody
talking
that
about the
ever gets
stand?
shot, anybody who ever gets like a shot to the face by like any Joestar, they live. That's
Yeah.
it. But it's like Star
'Cause they're all-
Platinum has crushed like right through walls.
Yes, but you also have to consider maybe they're holding back.
True, I guess.
Oh yeah, this is some shit.
And also, stand users seem to be stronger than most people
Yeah, that's also true.
inherently.
No,
you know,
no,
even
no.
people like Filthy Dan,
Filthy Dan.
Steely
Filthy
Dan. That's it.
That's great.
I'm just trying to think
Yeah,
like
you know.
what the oh god, they've got rockets now apparently.
That's
I'm
great.
trying to think of like what the screw up in your head was to make that one.
Remember when I found that band that was made by the guy in Joe? I told my friend about that, and he freaked out as much as I did when I found that. I was pretty happy about it.
How do I
I'm a young man with a fetish for feet. Not looking for anything very serious. I've recently gotten out of a relationship. Okay.
They could also be holding Beck.
Oh, hold back. He's got a music career to worry about.
Also, like, I mean, you never know. Beck could just become a character one day.
I'm surprised he hasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that surprised.
Yeah, neither am I. He's
There's
not
a lot of
aged
people that
enough.
you could go through too.
Well, I mean, he is a loser, baby.
Well,
kill
also
him.
they've fully graduated to using modern music in JoJo's.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
I just fell to my death. There is a stand in the newer parts that is called Born This Way. That's just a motorcycle.
This is a poem.
Born a motorcycle.
I want to point out that
Jesus Christ.
my current checkpoint is an instant death spot, so I can't do anything. I guess I'm set here forever.
So you just Tomb Raidered yourself.
Yep, pretty right through the
Okay,
hole.
what would you call an NSA encounter? Because
Like
I'm under
like
the...
an encounter with the NSA.
No. 58-year-old male seeking a large woman for occasional NSA encounters.
Well, he just wants to take down your personal information, keep track of you.
I don't know. I got nothing. No. Onwards.
Non-sexual attention.
Sure. In that case, he's posted in the wrong spot.
Oh boy.
Me and my
Don't
boy
worry
were
about it, Nick. This isn't
good
your
time.
fight, okay? Um, this game is just breaking my brain.
Yeah. I'm inside now because I'm low on battery power. And, I'm no longer able to watch the stream proper. So.
That's acceptable.
A true daddy Dom seeks his little girl.
Yeah, I hate
Oh my
those sort of
God.
posts.
Sheesh. I clicked on it even though there's a picture. Luckily, I don't regret it, but still.
Oh my
A
god.
little
didn't
girl
see
and a
people.
grown-up woman body.
What?
What?
That's not the
Please,
way that
no.
you should describe that. Just
Please
saying.
no.
Like, realistically, that should not be how you describe that.
He has a bulletin list of.
He has a bulletin list.
Does he have a PowerPoint?
I don't know. Maybe when I show up, I'll have one.
I hate that that just
Very
happened.
Professional.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? The checkpoints in this game are so bad.
Good.
I just got sent back so far because of a goddamn explosion.
Nice.
I'm pretty salty about it, actually.
I bet.
What the heck?
I salty
Jennifer
bet.
Ann Brown is not to be trusted under other circumstances whatsoever. Just like a person on Division in Grand Rapids. What?
What?
Okay, so the context for that, the part at the end where it says just like on Division in Grand Rapids, Division is a street in Grand Rapids, sitting next to me that's known to be kind of a shitty street. So I guess they're saying like just like somebody who's on that street. But
Okay.
this is just an ad saying don't trust this person.
I've seen stuff like that. It's stupid, but I've seen stuff like
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh!
Really, if you ever run into a Jennifer Ann Brown, don't trust them. All right.
I
And
just
if young
got
Metro
shot
don't trust
by
ya.
2 sniper rifles at once. The fact that this game
young-
doesn't give me any way to, like, actively cover myself in, like, a better way than what it provides, it's just, it's ruining my life.
Seeking a femme bottom.
How'd they spell that?
FEM
You know-
BOTTON.
boy.
Okay.
So I've realized I'm like
Depending on the spelling, it could have meant, like, a
what?
feminine man.
because I can't like properly hear myself, so I get really loud.
You're
And
actually
that's
quieter
pretty
than you
unfortunate.
used to be.
I turn you down on Discord anyway, so.
I had to turn him
Oh, good.
Really?
Yeah. Huh.
Erotic hardwood sculptures.
Oh boy.
And that's exactly what they are. They are sculptures made out of wood that are penises.
Okay, hide.
Okay.
So just like 14th
That's
century dildos then.
I mean, actually, one of them looks like it might be a dildo. But I can't tell for sure. No, it's not. Okay, but it does have a weird handle on the side of it. Oh, well.
That's also called the penis. God damn this game, man.
It's a fun time for everyone.
I'm having a miserable time playing this video game.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's like
it's
it's
pretty
actually
bad.
getting worse because they're expecting you to be better at it. And there's no way to actually get better because the controls are just that bad.
Yeah.
It would also
Rants
be
and raves.
great if it just had like like any sort of like.
I
checkpoints.
forgot that there's a section on Craigslist just for people to rant.
Oh my god. Why?
This one called Trump.
Why is there not a section for people to rant on Craigslist about YouTube so that way all the people that do it on YouTube can just stop being on YouTube?
Well, how would we have drama alert? And
How would
shares?
Keemstar have a job? How would
Yeah.
Leafy is here exist? What would iDubbbz do
Right.
to be a productive human being and not like just a tingle fetishist? God, I keep getting like recommendations where it's like, hey, do you want to watch like iDubbbz? And it's like, no. Like at all.
Oh, you don't like iDubbbz?
No.
Oh, God, no.
Really?
I hate
Okay.
I hate
Yeah.
iDubbbz, I hate Filthy Frank, I hate all of that.
That's unfortunate.
Idubbbz is the person
they're
that like I felt
disgusting.
for a while, and he kept on making 9/11 jokes, and I was just like, dude.
Yeah, I really don't like the language that he uses as well.
Yeah, kind of an ass.
Oh, okay. You guys have like a less of a tolerance for that stuff. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
not
definitely.
that I have less of a tolerance. It's just that it's like he is a pretty gross human being from what I've ascertained. So.
Eh.
I mean, it's on level with like just the general garbage that Keemstar says. It's just fouler. Also, the fact that he's decided that, you know, it's a good decision picking fights with people who are basically children.
Yo. Okay, here's a news story I just found. A Florida woman's lawsuit. A Florida woman's lawsuit says
Florida
a
woman
deputy
starts
shot
out.
her. Says a deputy shot her with a stun gun, then apologized with a cake that said, "Sorry, I tased you," in blue frosting.
I like that.
I mean, at least he said sorry.
Yeah. At least it was a stun gun.
You know,
At least
real
it's a
gun.
cake.
Yeah, the cake wasn't a lie.
Oh, I went to the gas station today and I saw some cop that was just full on like tactical setup. He had like he had so many pockets. I've never seen so many pockets on one man. He looked like he was ready to like save a hostage or something. And his gun wasn't even on his hip. It was on like his chest, like his gun was. It was like strapped onto his chest or something. I don't know. He might have had another one on his hip. I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure he was a sheriff, judging by his uniform. But it was real weird.
The sheriff just needed to be in full tacky that day.
Yeah, it was very strange. My sister was like, that freaked me out.
That's reasonable to freak you out, I would say.
It kind of freaked me out too. It's like, geesh.
Well, if you just see one just like hanging out in tacky, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Speaking of cops being a bit weird, there was a warning recently on the radio here that was just like, hey, so there's a guy pretending to be a police officer who has purchased like a undercover police car and is just driving around in that dressed up as a cop and flashing a badge, like trying to find people. It's really weird, and it's great because I said, what if somebody just bought all of the stuff to be a fake police officer and then tried to do that, and then like a month later it happened. And like when I heard that in the radio, well, not in the radio, in the car listening to the radio, I looked to my mom and just went, "It's happening!" That was very good input. Thank you for that, Static Shock.
I forgot the theme song.
Static Shock, 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 shock.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. I remember that show. He was in
Yeah.
Young Justice.
He was in Young Retro.
That's true.
He was in it very briefly, and they didn't ever call him that, but I'm glad that somebody remembered he existed.
Oh yeah, I watched Static Shock.
It was a good show. I wish they'd make...
Static.
That's what they should make as, like, the next, like, DC television show.
Yeah.
Because they keep insisting
Wait,
on
he's
making
not
live-action shows.
Is Static Shock DC?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably one of the best DC ones, really.
He's arguably one of the cooler ones. Like, he does kickflips on a...
Oh
on,
yeah,
like,
it is
hoverboard.
DC.
Oh, I found a racist rant.
Oh, boy.
It's gonna proofread this first.
Read it
Over
verbatim.
5 decades,
I
empowered
would not.
Negroes, financed them, pampered them, placed them on pedestals as creatures of worship and pity, and for all that spending, pampering and pandering. There we go. We have vast urban areas of slums, ghettos, runesville, violent, savage, blah blah blah. 52 plus years of forced integration, blah blah blah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm dead.
Oh, this is
How
great.
far is that going to set me back now? Oh, it didn't set me back far at all.
And the picture that they have on this rant is a picture of a Monopoly board, but in the center it says Black Monopoly. And then all of it says go to jail on around it.
Oh man, you guys are pretty normie.
Oh god, that's really bad.
You just now? Like you've never seen that before?
No. Yeah,
Oh damn, it's been around for years.
Oh
No,
no! I just
are
realized I jumped down to
involved
somewhere
in
where I've already
things.
been. God damn it. Why does this even exist?
Man, the political conversations are just nonstop on Craigslist.
It's really weird when you consider that Craigslist is awful.
Batman showed
Yeah.
up once in Static Shock. I don't remember that. Oh, cool.
I always wonder why Craigslist, like, exists. But then in Canada, we have, like, a worse version of it.
I understand why it exists. I think it's cool, but
We have
It's
a
like-
we have a worse version called Kijiji.
oh, really?
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
derived from
Is
a
it like
Swahili.
cool videos or whatever?
No, it's
called?
derived from like a Swahili word.
Okay.
I think it means like village or something like that.
I mean, we've like bought things off Craigslist and sold things off Craigslist. I like it. It's just like, why do they have like rants sections?
So on Kijiji, there's a lot of people who now will not use it without like saying, "Hey, we're gonna meet in this public area to do this."
Right.
Because relatively recently, like this is one of the big differences I noticed between like Canadian media and like American media is like whenever I turn on like any American news source, it's talking about like who got killed like this week, right? But like anytime I turn on like Canadian stuff, it's like, hey, remember that murder that happened like 4 months ago? We're still talking about like the court proceedings for that. And god damn it, I fell again, like really hard. Every time I turned on the news for like months, it was just always talking about this one guy who got killed because he like set up a Craigslist meeting with this one guy and then the guy shot
Oh
him.
yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, and we're still talking about that sometimes. It's like this is really old news. That said, like the guy who tried to like go, oh well, you know, clearly it's insanity, and it's like, I don't think it's insanity. I think he wanted his truck.
Yeah, I remember that. I like it a lot.
And it was like super premeditated too, in that like the guy had like recently purchased an incinerator and then incinerated the guy. So it's like, yeah, you planned that out like really, really hard.
On some fucking Black Butler shit.
It's some Dio shit. That's what it is.
No, I mean that was literally like
That was literally
something
the
that happened
beginning
in the
of
first
Black
episode.
Butler, yes. I remember when Nick tried to watch that, he just sent me a message and was like, why does everybody have Australian accent if they're in England?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I noticed that.
And it's because they're American and Canadian voice actors. That's why.
Oh no.
So, like, it's not really English, it's just vaguely English enough.
I'm one hell of a butler.
Yeah, more or less.
Too easy.
I want some, like, Steve Irwin, like, Black Butler joke coming out of here.
Oh, you haven't seen that? Okay, you haven't seen that commercial that I was referencing.
Oh, wait, no, I know the one you're talking about now. That one's really bad.
The one, but it wasn't intended to be
It's
like
still really bad.
perceived how it is.
No, that's the thing. It kind of was because Australia's really, really racist.
Yeah.
So- Yeah, it was intended. So, Nick, for context, there is a KFC commercial from Australia
Okay.
where a guy doesn't like that a bunch of people around him are being really noisy. And it just happens to be that he's sitting in a crowd full of just all black people. And he just pulls out a bucket of KFC chicken and they like all shut
Oh,
up. And then
no.
he goes, too easy.
No.
Like, there's no defending that.
No.
And then they went, well, we're Australia. We didn't know that was a joke. Yes, you did.
Yeah, they did.
You super knew.
Nah, yeah,
they
maybe.
knew. No,
listen,
they knew.
Australia's pretty disconnected.
No, they knew.
They knew. The internet exists. They knew.
Oh yeah.
If that was like an advertisement, like if they drew an illustration for like some nonsense in like the 1800s, and they went, oh, well, we didn't know that was a joke over in the Americas. Like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But you have the internet That wasn't like in 1990 even.
Yeah, it's like that president, I forget which one, flipping off all of Brazil because he didn't know the peace symbol was middle finger, something like that. I might get in the country wrong, and I don't remember which president it was, but that happened. It was hilarious.
Just flipped off everybody.
Yeah. I wish I remembered, but he just walked out and flipped everybody off pretty much.
Oh, that's super good. That reminds me of like the Rick and Morty thing.
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
Where he just teaches everybody like, yeah, the international symbol for peace, just like giving the middle finger. Everybody does that now.
That's exactly what it was, pretty much, but in real life. I remember it was. I think it might have been. It was either Bush or Reagan. I don't know.
I remember Bush having like a shoe thrown at him, and I was impressed.
I remember that. Yeah.
Ducked, like just at
Yeah,
the
he
right time.
dodged it. Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen the show Nut Shack?
I
can't
really
say I
can
have.
say no.
Where it's like,
Yeah, I've never heard of
Wait.
that in my life.
Are you certain?
Yeah, never
sure.
in my life have I heard of that.
Okay, so it's an American show that was made back
That
in
doesn't
2007, I
shock me at
believe.
all.
okay.
And so it made a resurgence in the form of a meme, right?
As all things are wont to do, yes.
Okay, so let me give you a rundown about what the Nut Shack is.
420. Sorry, that's
well-
relevant to the stuff on screen.
Oh, and it's also relevant kind of to the show.
Oh, well, perfect then.
So it's it's made by or however the hell you not pronounce that, but say that properly. I don't know. And it's got the worst voice acting, art style, and horribly offensive jokes. I'm talking stereotypes that I didn't even know existed being unearthed like skeletons.
Don't give up, skeleton.
Don't give up, racist skeleton.
You know, it doesn't shock me that exists, though.
But you know what? It is so fucking bad, so terribly done, that it's endearing as all hell.
It's like a starter guide of what not to do.
It's like a racist version of The Room.
So yeah, a starter guide of what not to do.
But can you really call it racist when the stereotypes about their own people?
Okay, hold on. So is it like... Is it like how Tyler Perry's House of Pain is kind of sometimes strangely racist, and you're just like, what? What is going on?
Yeah, but it's all the time, non-stop, and not just with Pinoy kind of.
Yeah, I
fucking,
don't know unless they have
Asians.
some really deep-rooted hatred.
I'm imagining Tony's just in a subway right now. I know it's probably not true. Definitely not true because it's Houston. But that's what I'm imagining.
It's not a subway; it's a subbubby.
He's actually in the tube right now.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's what I meant when I said subway.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure Houston doesn't have that. So
So I've actually started to speak in.
Britishism.
I've actually started to
and-
speak in.
Speak in. Fuck.
I've actually started to speak in.
I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry. I've
Oh, God.
decided to.
Oh God! Stop doing whatever you're doing.
I've decided that I want to become Bane. I identify as Banekin.
So I sometimes speak in memes without realizing it.
My first memories of war are as a child.
I no longer say Pepsi, and I no longer
Yeah, I
say
remember
Subway.
this.
For the safety of terrible
I
love
say
this.
Beppis,
women and children.
I say Beppis or Beepus,
At first,
and I say Sububby.
but as the war continued, more and more died.
It's like
It's
I
no
said,
longer
Tony has
Subway.
become a
Leaving letters
shitpost.
of entry.
Yep.
It was a dark chapter
Dan.
in the city's history.
I've just
Days are over.
decided to just throw off all my restraints and just embrace the shitpost.
Man, I think Craigslist is like a worst 4chan.
Brace the shitpost. Also,
Become
the only
the
worst
meme.
4chan is 8chan.
It's in between.
It's like twice the shit.
It's so bad.
The fact that 8chan exists because some guy said that 4chan is too totalitarian for him
Yeah,
blows
right.
my mind. It's like, you mean that place that has almost no rules except for on the boards that
Too
are
many.
like, hey, don't be a piece of garbage?
That was too many rules.
Yeah, that guy's like, any rules are too many rules. Like, I can't understand a world where some guys, like, there's a place where
You know what's a
literally
great
have-
idea? Absolute anarchy.
Yeah, that
That's
works
pretty
out
much what
in
it is, yeah.
every world ever.
Yeah.
Where am I getting shot from?
Yourself.
Trust no one, not even yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I was watching Tim play that Jurassic game where you like I don't know what it was called, something Jurassic Park. It was like some 90s game where you like control your arm or whatever. It's hard to explain, but basically he turned the gun around.
Oh,
And
your
actually
arm.
He turned the
and
gun around.
he turned the gun around and like shot himself in the chest. He's like, "Oh, can I shoot myself?" And then he started shooting himself in the face. I'm gonna look up the game because it's really good. It's something I want to see you play, but not on you play, like you play.
It's like something I want to see on you play.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing in this game anymore.
I have no idea what I'm doing here.
That's great.
These terrorists
So,
will
Bubby.
be found and re-educated.
E-freef.
One line was, Moe is becoming too fascist.
Fucking what?
What?
Also, I don't say Dr. Pepper anymore.
Dr. Peeper.
No, Doggo Pupper.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Nick,
Yeah.
remember all the
I like that
off-brands
Doggo
that
is from
existed when you came here and we were just looking at them
It's so good.
for like
Yeah.
2 minutes?
It was that, and it was the fact that everything is in 2 languages.
Yeah, everything is just in French too.
Yeah, it was like just everything is.
Wait, French too? The sequel to French?
That's called the.
Yeah, the sequel to French Stewart. Does anybody else remember that man?
Who?
What?
French Stewart? He's the
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy from Third Rock from the Sun, and he was also what's it called? Inspector Gadget for a while.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. I know him as Inspector Gadget. I get that. That's it.
Okay, whenever somebody says Inspector Gadget, for some reason I instantly think Matthew Broderick.
I mean, that's acceptable.
But I don't want to think like that. Because those movies were terrible.
Oh yeah, they're both miserable.
They were abominations.
What's the last Kevin Costner movie you guys can remember?
Let me look who that
Who
is
the
real fast.
fuck? What's...
I know the name.
Waterboard. Waterboard?
Waterboard. That's a completely different movie.
I want to see Kevin Costner's Waterboard, and it's just like 40 minutes of him getting waterboarded by like the
But like
freaking
really
NSA.
elaborately.
Yeah.
Really elaborately with like $1 million sets.
Oh, that reminds me. People who are still in chat, which I think is just possible.
no!
Check out this show. It's pretty good. What movies did he make?
He was also in The Postman.
Dances with Wolves.
I was also.
Is he an
another
act?
one.
Okay, is he an actor or something else?
It's a
Okay,
bit. He's a bit of everything now.
Let's see. He was in.
I would never call him an actor because that implies that you must first act.
Good
yeah,
point. He was in Man of Steel. So I guess Man of Steel
Okay,
was the last
so
one I saw.
let me put it this way for you.
And by that, oh no, Batman, Superman. That was.
Let me put it this way for you.
Batman the
Kevin
Superman?
Costner's
Yeah.
Kevin Costner's acting career is so bad that now we're just content to watch him get wasted by like a whirlwind.
He played Jonathan Kent. He's the one that got sucked up by the tornado.
Yes.
That's that guy. He's the one that was like, it's fine. Let all those people die in the bus.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
for the best.
It's fine, Clark. Kill them all.
The Heart Osborn.
Oh, what else is he in?
Kill them all, Clark. Kill
He's
them,
in-
kill them all.
He was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I never saw that, but that's him. He was literally Robin Hood.
Yes.
If it's
Was
not
he
Robin
the
Hood,
Prince of
I don't
Thieves?
care.
Well, it's a little known fact that Robin Hood is actually like the Jack of Thieves. They just call him the Prince because there's no.
What about the Ace of Thieves? That's like the strongest feat.
That's the movie, Ace of Spades.
No,
that has,
Ace of Thieves is George Clooney in Ocean's 13.
I never saw that.
Oh yeah. How about the Ace of Base?
How about Ocean's 13 Oh man, I forgot the quote from 50 Shades Generator. His 13 something. I don't remember.
Oh, we need to bring back the 50 Shades Generator.
Okay, my friend's wife just discovered that somehow. I don't know how she just discovered it, but I went over and she was like, "Look at this funny thing I found." I started playing it and like, you're so behind. No idea what you've missed.
I'm gonna do it right now.
She's been too busy fantasizing about you.
Don't do it. Yeah, that's we're done with that.
Did you finally tell her off about that?
Yeah, well, it's a story.
No, it's happening right now.
It goes associated with it.
Oh, how did you guys not see this giant freaking like airship flying towards you? That's such BS.
You and I, we are a couple of lucky
Didn't do it.
Oh, we are a couple of lucky
I don't want to hear
bastards.
anymore of it.
Realistically speaking, an airship shouldn't be able to take any of these, right? Like, it should just blow up.
Yeah, it's like the Hindenburg.
Pretty much.
Holy shit. What is this post on Craigslist?
Sure.
Wait, I just tried to find you via YouTube to watch your stream.
I mean, I've double streamed to both once.
Okay, I want to read out this Craigslist post. It's really short. The title is "We're All God's Children," and then in the text after I click on it, that's absolute proof right there that God is a child molester and into incest. That's it. That's all of it. That's so good.
I mean, you don't have to go far from the Bible to realize that God is into incest, considering he made 2 people and then no one else for a while.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, 3 people.
Well, that depends on if you count that. A lot of people don't. I love educating people on that.
Yeah.
So we've got stereotypical villain from a late 90s, like, you know, action movie. We've got a woman who skinned 10 snakes to make a coat. And then we've got Corvo from Dishonored. That's who our villains are.
Oh, Selena, my love, you never cease to amaze me. Return to your work and deliver me Terra Verte. Don't fail again.
Remember, guys, it's Adam and Eve and Lilith, not Adam and Steve and Philip.
I told a person about Lilith once, and she got really, really mad at me, and I was just like, listen, it's not my fault if you don't want to accept the original canon.
I actually accept the Pokebells canon.
I once spoke to a really zealous Christian person about, oh god, this person got a clockwork arm now. How does that work?
Does he have a clockwork orange?
Hey, I made the jokes before you.
But I brought up Lilith to a person that's like a really zealous, like, you know, Christian person who basically went, that's not real, the Jews just made it up. And I thought about that, and it was like, yeah, the basis for our religion, just that's all made up. Don't worry about it. And,
oh yeah, you know.
And all I can imagine is a Jewish person going like, Jesus? Oh yeah, they made him up.
Listen to me. Prescott.
Like the literal scripture that our scripture was more or less like translated from. No, it's all lies, Jewish lies.
That's kind of what happened in the Middle Ages, though. Is everybody just
People
kind
are
of
dumb,
like,
dude.
what happened with the Jews? Don't worry about it.
What's the deal with the Jews? I should really not be saying this in a public place.
I think my favorite thing, though, is like looking at maps of places that were affected by the plague, and then it's just like anywhere with a high Jewish population, they just knew to bathe, so they didn't die as often from the plague. But then it's like really orthodox Christian places were like, no, bathing is a sin. And I'm just thinking, like, aside from the plague, how bad did that place smell all the time?
I mean, I'm going on like 3.5 months.
Get a house.
I,
Get a lake.
I still smell pretty good.
my recommendation is to pay for a, like, local gym membership. Like, not like a big fancy one, just like your standard one, just for access to the showers.
I owe Planet Fitness like $300 to pay them.
Well, not that one then.
You just run a credit card scam by going right to the next one.